Hey guys, we just got done with the Mermail versus Firefist duels, and so go check those out, because those were action-packed for being quote-unquote late-night fucked-up duels, even though there wasn't much fucking up. There was a lot of grinding out. That was... wow, do I need to relax from that. But I thought, you know what, I got this deck from Elijah, and I did a couple additions to it because I looked at some Chaos Dragon deck profiles and I was like, yeah, this is cool, but I just want to see like exactly what there are for like variants and whatnot. And so I look up or I just look up Chaos Dragon and just go through like the suggestion, and then I find a Chaos Malicious build. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. And so I got the cards, played the deck, and I really like it. And so I'll show you the build that I'm currently running. Main deck is completed to complete satisfaction. Extra deck, I'm missing a few cards, but that's just because, like, I don't really need them. Granted, they help the deck out immensely, kind of like a Draco sack, like, for Mermails. But, alright, so for the main deck, obviously, 3 Light Pulsar. This is the best dragon for Chaos Dragons besides Red MD. And mainly your main like dragon to go for, because A, you can run 3, and B, you can summon him from hand and grave. And then some people run 2 of these, or 1 of these. I just like 2 just cause at the same time it being annoying and not having that great of effect, it's still a good dragon that I can go into and have a nice little beater, and then it's a dark for everything else. And then obviously the 1 Eclipse Wyvern, only 2 targets, so you never want to run more than 1. And now the black and white dragons. Most Chaos Dragon builds do run 3 each. But in this build, you're not focusing around these, and these don't really help out. Like, they get you to your Queen Dragon to Jin, but that's really it. And they are nice banishing for Red MD to get him out. But so I just run 2. 3 would clog too much and mess with the feng shui of the deck. 2-card Trooper, self-explanatory, probably. When you think of milling, you think of him first, and then you probably think of Light Sworns. And so this is a good card, really good. Helps the deck out a lot with the milling and the draws. And to continue the milling engine, I run 3 Lilo and 2 Raiko. I might put Raiko up to 3, I don't know yet, because right now 2 is working out pretty well, but the only reason I would is just to help get rid of troubling cards. And so Raiko does help with that, but right now 3 and 2 are working really well, so I'm finding no problems with it. But if I do feel like I need more popping power, I will throw in a 3rd Raiko. Now for the Malicious Plague Spreader engine, I guess you could call it. 3 Malicious, 2 Plague Spreader. Some mean, cruel combos you can do with this. You can conjure up really just wacky but so lethal combos. Like, one for example is, let's say you have Malicious in grave, Malicious in hand, and Plague in grave. You can top deck the Malicious from your hand on the deck, banish the Malicious in grave, special summon the Malicious you just top decked, and then you would have special summoned Plague Spreader, and that's a level 8 synchro right there in 2 cards, using themselves to get each other out, and that's crazy. But I will say, drawing this and nothing to get rid of it, it sucks horribly. Like, that's one reason why I did not want to play this card, but the pros heavily overweigh the cons, so I decided to obviously play it, because I'm really happy with this build. Now, tour guide engine, 3 tour guides, 1 Night Assailant, pretty self-explanatory. Can't run Zangan, and I don't like Dark Resonator or whatever. I might try it, I don't know yet. But this is pretty kind of standard, but I like it. Works fine. And now for, I guess, what you could call the boss monsters of the deck is Red MD. You can only play one. Obviously, you will play as many as you can because this card is just too good in this deck. And it's too good in a lot of decks right now. Well, kind of, but this card, when you get it out, your opponent fears and tries to get rid of it as fast as possible, which is understandable because it's a high attack that can summon a dragon from hand or grave each turn, and that's ridiculous. And then Dark Arm, Gores, and Caius, and I guess I can throw in BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, or Double Chaos Sorcerer. These are the main beaters of the deck that you'll probably want to conserve, bait out any back row, and then go to these. Caius, I saw it on a deck profile, and I was like, I'll try it out, and it's been working fine. I haven't really dead drawed it at all. I mean, top decking, and then top decking this sucks, but it's whatever, because if you have like a Malicious or a Plague Spreader, well, okay, not a Plague Spreader, but if you have a Malicious and Graves, then then you could get it out, but... And I do like the fact that it's 6, because I don't know if you guys know, but with Malicious and 2 Chaos Sorcerers like Pulsar and this is like a rank 6 kind of spam deck, and so it utilizes going into rank 6s. And then okay, here, let me take these out. I run the 1 Thunder King because it's a light and it actually is really good this meta. Like, I'd probably recommend running it in every deck that either A, doesn't contradict and mess up your combos, or B, you just have room and you need a good card that's all around good. Thunder King is your man to go to, because this format he's actually pretty good, because with all of Firefist, Bujin, maybe Harpies, just like, I mean, I main this in my Harpy deck, but at the same time it can mess up the, oh crap, I dropped everything, but it can mess up the obviously the Hysteric Sign and the what's it called, Harpy Queen, there we go. And then onto the hand traps, 2 Veilers, 2 Drag. That's obviously self-explanatory, because light and dark, and I thought about running like maybe a Swift Scarecrow or a Battle Fader, but I don't know about that, because this is working fine for defense. So that is it for the monster count, and I believe that is I honestly think it's 40. It's either 40 or 39 monsters, and so that's ridiculous. And then I run exactly 6 spells and traps, which are Monster Reincarnation, really good to ditch dead Maliciouses and any other deck card that would be better in the graves than in your hand, and then you can add the opposite, which is better in your hand than in your grave. And then Charge, obviously, it's to gate to your Lightsworns, and also Mills 3, so that's super good. Allure to draw 2 and then banish dead Maliciouses and the dead Caius. And then Foolish Burial, self-explanatory as well. This is a Chaos deck, and Chaos Synchro decks always play Foolish Burial. And then, to round off the spells, 1 Dark Hold, just because when your opponent overextends and gets out a huge field but can't finish you off, you punish them with Dark Hold next turn, and then you can take the field and do the same. And then my 1 Trap, I might take this out, I don't know, probably not, because I kind of like it, and it's whatever. Like, if I mill it, I mill it, big whoop. If I don't, I don't. If I draw it, I can set it, and if it goes off, it's cool. If not, whatever. Honestly, it's not a big deal to me, and might as well, because it destroys 2 monsters on the field, and I can obviously play it because it's my only trap. But that's the main deck. I believe it's 45 or 46. I haven't counted it, and I'm not going to count it on camera, but it's somewhere around there. I know I run more than 45. And then for the extra deck, token, whatever, you can do whatever with that, just Gores, and that's about it. Rank 3s, okay, hold on quickly, I was using it in Mermails, but I want to get it out because you need to run it. Okay, so rank 3s for me is this: Wind-Up Zenmains, Leviar, Leviathan, and Equipped. This is super cool to go into first turn, because then, like, let's say you tour guide into this, this is light, tour guides are dark, and there you go, you have a light dark already set up in your grave once it gets there. And then Levier, obvious, you banish a whole bunch, and so you can get back like card troopers and Lilas and whatever you want. Leviathan to either go in to have more attack or use to banish for red MD, and then Zen Mains because Zen Mains is Zen Mains, and that's probably the best first turn defense thing you can probably do. And for rank 4, I just play 1, Queen Dragon to Jin. I don't know if I'd run 2, because I don't play it that much, because like I said, it's a spam rank 6, not like just spam the field, but with monsters, but I mean it can do that at the same time. So I don't know if I'd kick this up to 2, but right now 1's working fine. And then just because I run the 2 dark flares, and there's been a couple times where I've had them out, but I don't feel safe because they're just, I don't know, I don't feel safe under dark flare as much as I would if it was like light pulsar or something. There's 100 attack difference, but I don't know. But for my rank 6s, I have Insector or Exabeetle, Gauntlet Launcher, Strike Bouncer, and then the Guy Dragon. Because you obviously, if you use like Exabeetle or Gauntlet Launcher, you can just overlay and then have a higher attack with piercing. Now, I would get an M7, but it's $40, and right now I don't really feel like paying $40 for one card to just maybe, well, okay, it does help out the deck, but the deck does fine without it. Obviously, it would improve greatly with it, but whatever, if I get it, I'll get it. If it's reprinted, that'll be really nice, but I don't know if they'll reprint something like that. I don't know. And then for the synchros, I play the... I'll probably play a little more 6s, but right now I'll probably get the, what is it, Powered Insectron? Yeah. Okay, yeah, Powered Insectron, and then maybe like Mighty Warrior, or... I don't really like HTS Psyhemoth, but like it's good for just getting rid of a huge attack guy or something that I just can't get rid of. And then for the level 8s, I quickly organize. I play Stardust, which is obvious. You can make this with Plague Spreader and any rank level 6, which you have a bunch. Same with Stardust Spark. Same deal. Nice safety net. And then I play for just situational things, Dark End, Colossal Fighter, Scrap Dragon. I just added these 3 cards to the extra deck, so I haven't really gotten to test them. But I know this can come in handy getting rid of like Draco Sack or just any, like I said, any problematic card. Same with Colossal Fighter. Colossal Fighter, if they usually destroy it by card effect, but if it is destroyed by battle, I mean, you can special summon himself back. And Malicious are warriors, so you gain that little boost. Woohoo. Now the Scrap Dragon is a Scrap Dragon, and probably one of the more better synchros to get rid of a problematic card, just because. But that is the deck. I do have a side deck, but it's something that I just looked in my binder and put together, so it's not even worth showing you, because once I get time and effort, I'll probably make a better one. But that has been the Chaos Malicious deck profile. I hope you like it. It's a really fun deck because it's super different, and there's just many things you can do with it, and it's super fun and exciting, and you can swarm the field. Like, you can look at your hand and say, well, I can't do much, but then you can build on that play and just swarm the field and surprise your opponent from coming back from nothing. But I hope you enjoy it. It's a fun deck. Play it if you can. I greatly recommend it, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later.